Sanmunan, hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Now halala to us guys, okay? About 2 weeks ago we reached our 100,000 subscribers. Yesterday our plaque arrived, and as you can imagine I was totally over the moon. So thank you so much to each and every one of you guys who have contributed to this channel, watching the video, subscribing and all of that. Thank you so much. Now the restraining order Boity had against Bujy is still very much active, and Bujy is over here basically crying on how it's affecting him financially, emotionally and personally. Just to refresh your minds or your memory, this is what went down.
Boity was stressed about the wig, number one, and the confidence, trusting, meeting her ancestors. When you know ancestors are fake, nobody's pulling out you out of water, you worry about your wig. Look at you.
It didn't get wet. It didn't get wet, darling. My wig didn't get wet, darling. This is still okay. Let's see where you're coming from.
I can even pour more.
No.
Nobody says such bullshit.
No. You're just a fat fuck, baby. No one knows what the fuck you are. No. Babe.
Everyone's gonna know who I am after fuck Boity out.
No, don't do it.
Yeah, I don't think the guy is being genuine by apologizing. I personally feel like, his heartfelt apology is coming from hunger and not getting booked or getting work. Obviously, industry people are now giving him that bombastic eye. And I just feel no matter what the argument was, Boity honestly did not deserve that, okay? Now, he said he can't even get a job because of the dark cloud hanging over him, but at the same time, he doesn't want this phase to dim his talent. Now, Zimoja reported that Bujy is being condemned by his friends and celebrity friends after images of Boity bleeding went viral on social media. Now, the actress rapper was rushed to the hospital and opened a case of assault with the intent to do grievous bodily harm against Bujy. Now, Bujy tells the publication that nobody wants to be associated with him anymore, and he wants to sit down with Boity and apologize. Now, he added that the incident really affected him badly and he's currently on depression treatment and undergoing counseling. Now, he said, and I quote, "With the restraining order she has against me, I can't reach out to her. Most people who know the two of us and can play the role of peacemakers do not want to intervene. They would rather stay away instead of helping me. I have suffered tremendously financially, emotionally, and personally. I am drained." Hi. Now, hey, Costa, Slik talk is back. Now, every time a celebrity now dies, okay, that wasn't supposed to be a gigglish matter, but every time a celebrity dies, that's when his viewers get to see him, get a content nyana. But after complaints, I see he's really trying hard now not to be that guy who just delivers So on his recent video, he touched on Musa calling or referring to Kairo, DJ Zinhlen aka his daughter, as, and I quote,
"I'm hoping they're gonna go to, what's that fucking child, that DJ Zinhlen child, right? Cairo.
I know you're in this situation where you need to do something that's shocking to the people every time you upload a video. I've been there. And let me tell you something about YouTube. YouTube is not your mother's house. YouTube is not your mother's house. And the best way to get your channel removed is to play with the kids. The best way to get your channel removed from YouTube is to play with the kids. Never touch the kids on YouTube, because that's the best way to get your channel removed. YouTube does not play when it comes to that. When they feel like you're bullying a kid or something like that, they will get you out of here quick, fast, and in a hurry, Musa Khawula. We need people like him around because he's open and honest. He says it how he feels it. He says it how he sees it. But at the end of the day, there's a difference between being honest, edgy, cutthroat, and just being stupid. What you did was a lack of intelligence, my brother. That fucking child. What was the reason for that comment to begin with? When you go for a child, what are you trying to prove? What are you trying to prove? What's the motive? What's the objective? Where are you going with this? That was lazy commentary, to be honest. That was lazy commentary, and I think you can do better.
Now, my take on this personally, if you watch Musa Khawula's content, if you watch his videos here on YouTube, this is how he speaks. But obviously, children should be off limits, especially, they should just be off limits. And he should be more thoughtful when it comes to mentioning people's kids. It was just cringe, man. And hopefully he will apologize before getting red listed and losing his entire channel. I saw a lot of people on Twitter were quite pissed, and they did say that they are going to report his video or his channel. And YouTube does really take reports really seriously. So unless you are not at the wrong, because they are quite fair. They do take the report seriously, but they also do understand that it can just come from a hater and then they report your video only to find there is nothing wrong with your video. So hopefully he does apologize, or he does just cut off that small piece. He doesn't have to delete his entire video, but just cut off that small cringe piece. And yeah, man, because to be fair, in terms of numbers, Wendy Williams' light shame is doing extremely well, because people love controversy, and that is what he happens to bring. So he's doing very well on YouTube. I'm sure he wouldn't want to lose his entire channel, his entire bag, based on that one small clip.
Listen! In Africa, white people can dance, you know what I mean?
Now, on the other news, it's now becoming a norm that when most artists or celebrities, they pass, it always links back to Cassper, the likes of Ricky Rick, DJ Somebody, aka, and now Costa Titch. Now, Costa sadly passed on after fainting or collapsing on stage due to flashlights that are suspected to have triggered his seizure. Now, it's been at least 3 days since his passing, and yes, as you can imagine, he's still trending. Now, she posted this video and asked Cassper if this is Costa, to which Cassper responded and said, yes, this is Costa when he was still dancing for me. Now, before getting into music, Costa was a dancer, and one of the artists he used to dance for happens to be Cassper. He was one of his dancers for like 4 to 5 years. Now, most people, obviously, when it comes to Cassper is always getting dragged on Twitter. I honestly don't know why he still has Twitter, because he's always getting dragged. Whether he posts good or bad, Cassper will get dragged. I guess he's just mentally strong to handle the Twitter folks. So because most celebrities, they decided to just let go of that app. Now, most people didn't really digest that well when he said, obviously, he used to be my dancer and all of that, and suggested that he should have just said they worked together. But that's like sugarcoating something. That's like sugarcoating a fact. He used to be my dancer, and that's it. He used to be my dancer. What do you want me to say? Do you want me to lie? Because he was my dancer, I was paying him. That's why I'm saying he used to be my dancer for 4 to 5 years, because I was paying him. But I guess, Do let me know, guys, what you think in the comment section down below.